Perfect. Perfect. All perfect. How are you, Chemist Apocryphy?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I could be better. You know, this whole Floyd thing has gotten out of pocket.
Yeah, it has.
So, what I want Periscope to know today, good evening, the Abby. What I want Periscope to know today, and Instagram, and YouTube, that this is Chemist Apocryphy's reading. All right? And we're going to look at, I'm going to do it with you, of course, because I want to see it myself. But we are going to look at, will they ever get arrested? Maybe what their delay is, and like whatever you want to tell them after this. We are really
Okay, I
excited.
was just gonna try and keep it short and sweet. I did a 5 card spread.
Mhm. Are you ready to begin? You can just go right in.
Oh, I'm ready.
Go for it.
Okay, like I said, I did a 5 card spread. I got the magician. So they are trying to look at different options that they have. The police department is looking at trying to look at different options that they have.
Mhm.
Try to, I guess, maybe trying to cover it up a little bit, make it a little bit cleaner for the cops involved, the 4 guys.
Mhm.
I have the 5 of Pentacles below them, so it's definitely they're feeling a definite sense of loss.
Who's at
Let
a
me give
sense
you
of loss?
clarification
What does that mean? They're at a sense of loss.
because they lost their job.
Oh, they're okay. They're at a sense of loss. There's a loss of life, but okay.
Yeah, and so they it is like a financial change. So that's they're losing their job, and what they did created a shock for the nation. So people have lost a sense of security, like we already didn't already have no sense of security.
Yeah.
So people view of cops now is skewed. I have the 5 of Cups, and that's in a past position. So this is current, I believe, because the police department is disappointed in the cops and their behavior. They're very disappointed. But we know with 5 of Cups, there's 3 cups spilling over and 2 cups that still in play. So they got 2 options out there for them. But they're gonna experience some sort of loss, like I'm saying. It's their job. They're going to be reprimanded. They have support because I have a 3 of Cups crowning them. They have people that support them. But I also have the 4 of Cups. They're going to get an offer, but they're not going to like it. So they're being fired. But if charges are brought against them, they're going to get an offer and they're not going to like it. Either 3 out of the 4 is not going to try and take the deal because they're going to be stubborn about it. Of course, they don't like the fact that they lost their damn job. But if it goes to some sort of charges being brought against them, I don't think it's going to. It's like George Zimmerman almost again. That's what I'm getting. It's like George Zimmerman offered again. It's like they're going to have charges because that's what the people want. But because the magician is here and that's all in the same line, they're going to work something out to where it's like lesser for them. They're gonna get reprimanded. They're gonna get something, but it's not gonna be what we want. If they're I don't think they want to get. I don't see jail time in this short spread, but I do see some sort of rep, rep, recommendation, reprimand. I do see some type of reprimand for them. Let's see. Let me take a- Okay. Geckos. The cards that normally pick up for jail, I'm not getting yet. It's going to take time for them to get there. I'm not picking up jail yet. Because they're gonna fight it. They're gonna fight it. Yeah, so I'm not in jail or anything yet.
All right. Well, I think
It's gonna be a process and it's gonna be a fight to get to that point.
it's going to be a process, and what?
And it's gonna be a fight.
Yeah. So let me start out with to help with Floyd's let me start out with to help with Floyd's campaign in terms of like any legal fees or anything like that. That maybe right now the best thing we can do is help out with financially with the campaign. Although I don't believe that they're going to need money. But we just want to make sure he's got a little girl that's left behind. And so we just want to make sure that there's a way that we could take care of our own, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we've got to take care of our own. So let's make sure that we do something bigger. Let's make sure we all step in and, commit to, some financial support, right? I'm looking for
Yeah.
somebody's post, but now I can't find it. Okay, let's just see if
I didn't see any GoFundMe pages or anything just yet either.
Yeah, I posted it just now, but and now I'm not even sure what I posted. Well, let me find her name. It's something like, if you want to help out, text this number. It's going to be on the front of the YouTube page, but I just wanted
Okay.
yeah, I just wanted to say it out loud. Um, but my desire is that his family would set up a GoFundMe for him. So, with everything that's going on, guys, throughout the world, if everybody just contributes $5, we could possibly set his, daughter. I know about one daughter, but daughters, um, a daughter or children. I know about one. I don't know if there's more, right? Um, but I want to take some responsibility in seeing if that's a possibility. So if it's not out there, let's try to encourage the family to create something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for something, I just can't find her. With all that being said, Callie,
Yes.
Amy Klobuchar, who is one of the VPs up for consideration with Biden,
Yes.
this is her town. And this guy, Dan, that had his knee on this guy's neck,
Mm-hmm.
she had an opportunity to prosecute him before, and she didn't do it. And that's the reason why I believe you're reading. I believe you're reading because Amy Klobuchar did not do her job. I think she was DA at the time or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very seemingly racist.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not accepting her into my life as a VP. Will not happen.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
can I make a point right quick?
Go for
Because
it.
it was brought up to me today
Mm-hmm.
by one of my followers,
Mm-hmm.
and we were discussing this, and she brought up, she's like, the biggest gang,
You went too fast. Do it again.
was I what?
You went too fast. Do it again.
Oh, she told me, she asked me, do you know what's the biggest gang in America?
Yeah.
And she said the police department.
Yeah.
That's the biggest gang in America.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is.
They have a code. They protect their own.
Yes. Okay. So
And they are in cahoots with other gangs.
yeah. Yeah. It doesn't make it okay though. And what I want
No, it doesn't.
Thank you, sweetie. I don't want people to constantly feel helpless. Like, it's a constant feeling of helplessness. And the cops are just not allowed to do this. So, let me just say this. How to help. How to help. Text Floyd at 55156. Put pressure on District Attorney Mike Freeman to charge and arrest these officers. Now, again, the reason why I believe you're reading is because if this had been a black officer, that did this to an ordinary white man, and it was caught on tape, they would have went to his house that night. If you put it in reverse,
And these are
and let's say
back-to-back
it's an officer.
instances.
No. Let's say it's an officer. Let's say it's a black officer. You know what officers go to jail? Black ones. All the time. You know who gets prosecuted for a crime? African American cops. Who stood by that code of blue. Who don't stand by them. So the reason why I believe you is because Amy Klobuchar refused to prosecute him in another incident. Amy, you will never be my VP. How this goes down depends upon you. You will never be my VP. Trust and believe. Predicted it. Now, I do get some trouble. I get that there's familiar energy here. I get that this guy Dan, the one that had his knee on this, the neck of Floyd, not only has he done this before, but there's just an old boy network to take out the blacks. They're doing it on purpose. It wasn't that the cameras were there and he didn't care. They got numbers. They've got this secret society. They've got numbers. And then they joke about it later.
Yep.
I got 50 this year. 2 dead. And in a political round, they know it. They're all in agreement. Even the political district attorneys are part of a whole gang of men that will never take care of their black community in Minnesota, ever. So, how do you handle this? You handle it with buying power. I'm not a fan of burning up your neighborhood. I'm not a fan of that. But your economic power is everything.
Can I make a point? Because I learned this in one of my classes. The black dollar is 1.6 billion. That's how much we spend. Not in our own community. Our dollar can actually fund an entire country. That's how powerful our dollar is. They could fund an entire country in Africa. We could be in our own country with our money.
Somebody said the last incident, this guy Dan that had his neck, his knee on Floyd's neck, the previous incident was that he shot someone in the stomach. And Amy refused to prosecute. That means look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all might be what's the word? Rioting out there. You come from a system that doesn't care. They're gonna let you riot because they're just gonna turn it around and say y'all are the problem. That's what they believe. Stop spending your money. Use your economic power. Only buy what you need. I would never buy another car in Minnesota, ever. I'll go to a whole nother state to buy a car. Now, I posted this morning, so I'm going to read it. It's okay with you, Callie?
Go ahead.
While I look for it, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram. It's Kamissy's Apothecary. And all of my info will be in the bio section.
And how do you spell it, Kamissy's?
KEMISSAPOTHECARY.
Yes.
I sell intention oils and bath salts, and I do tarot readings as well.
Yes. Thank you. So I posted this morning. I posted it everywhere. Everywhere. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna post it on YouTube now. But I've got this thing about what if, right? What if I went to Italy? I did. What if, you know, I became a psychic? I did. So all my life, I'm like, what if? And then it happens. I do it because I make it happen. I decide my own what ifs. Magnolia, if you're on, can you type out Kamissy's Apothecary, please? Let me make sure they do it before I go on. On Periscope, can you type it out? Let me type it. Let me type it, Callie. Sometimes it's easier for me to do it. How do you spell it again? K-E. K-E.
KEM.
M.
ISI.
I-S-I.
SAP.
S-A-P. Uh-huh.
OTH.
Uh-huh.
EC.
E-C-A-R-Y. Okay. E-C-A-R-Y. Kamissy's Apothecary. I just posted it, guys. There you go. Okay, now let me get back. So, I've got these what ifs, and I was sitting down and kind of figuring out, like in my frustration, what's the what if in this? So, listen to this. What if we didn't protest violently? What if? What if we didn't do it that way? What if we wore red or red suits and just stood there at mayor's offices outside or Capitol State buildings? What if we didn't protest? What if we wore all red? What if we wore black and green headbands? All right? Red is for the blood that is shed. Black is for color. And what's green? Is it green? It's green our financial, is green our financial, is green our financial responsibility? I grew up with red, black, and green. What if we wore all red with black headbands, green headbands? And what if instead of violently protesting, what if we just stood there? What if we had signs for all the murdered black men and black women and taking turns standing there? So what if I stood there for an hour holding up a sign? Somebody taps me and takes over. I go take a rest. What if it was in Jordan Peele style? Us. What if I can't breathe? do more than violently protesting. I never thought I would say something like this because I'm angry. But what if we give them a visual? If they're going to be scared of us, let's give them something to be scared of. But Sheena, what if we don't take Malcolm X's direction? What if we don't? And what if we give them a different presentation? I mean, it got to the
Malcolm
point where
X's
Martin Luther
position.
King, it got to a point where Martin Luther King said finally, and I'm paraphrasing, it has to be time to fight. He wasn't far off from Malcolm X. Don't get it twisted. Why do you think he died?
Exactly.
They killed him because they knew one word from Martin. One. From that amazing man. It was on and cracking. They had to take him out. So I'm just saying, what if we don't burn down the town? Why do we give them that expectation? Let's turn it around. What if we stood there in all red? Jordan Peele style. And just held up signs? What if we make America remember something? What if all of you guys that went out for the Million Man March stand up again? Let's bring that back. And let's march across America and stand at capitals. We don't need to meet at the White House. Go to your state capitol. Go to your mayor's office. Just stand there in all red. See how they like it. They won't. They won't. I'm just saying. Even if you believe that, what if you tried it though? What if you gave them something else, a different visual? It doesn't matter. Let's do something different because we've rioted enough. That has not worked. Let's just do
And when we
something
riot,
different.
we riot our own area.
And we always burn down our own communities.
We don't go out in their communities and burn up nothing.
Right.
We do it in our own place.
Yes. And that,
Which is big ass works.
that doesn't work. So what if we just stood there, Jordan Peele style? But you still have to do something, Gio. Stop fighting a good idea. Stop fighting. It still might work. And maybe it's not necessarily going to work with the cops, but it could work with the white man that I've got to go to the grocery store with eventually. We got to choose better. And being angry and not coming together to fuel a different response, that becomes our problem. And for anyone to say something won't work to me, tell me something, because I don't give up. I'm not giving up on myself. I'm not giving up on my black man. I'm not giving up on my black woman. I'm not giving up on my culture. Then give me a better idea. Because violence is not working. I'm just saying. All right. This is rough. This is tough. It's tough because I don't want to fight my African American people. I don't. It's never going to be about that. We have to do something different. We've got to give them a different visual than fighting and rioting. And I'm going to stick to that. And I never thought I would say that. Never. I pray every single time. And I say to God, Camises, I say to God every single time, What's my responsibility when I get on the computer? What do you want me to say? And half the time God says, stay out of it. And now I see why.
That's why I haven't posted anything about it, because I'm pretty numb. I'm like, I'm in shock and I'm numb. Because this is like the third incident I've seen. In Michigan, a pregnant black woman was killed by a cop.
Yeah. What's her
No
name?
drugs.
What's her name? What's her name? Candace?
Something like that, yeah. No drugs. No alcohol in her system. Nobody has no clue why they killed her.
You're confusing what I'm saying. I'm saying violence is not working. Don't worry about my husband. I know what it could have been. Don't do that. It could be yours too. Let me throw it back at you. Let me put the magic back at you. Because I don't do that to you. I know exactly what I'm saying. Don't throw something in my corner, because I'm going to spit it right back in your corner. I'm still going to stick to the fact I do not believe violence works. So everybody that's spewing anger on Periscope, you're directing it to the wrong person. I'm sticking to my intentions. I do not believe violence works. I'm trusting God that God let me speak that out loud. No. Think of the visual. Think of nonviolent. And think about what it could mean for all of us if we just stood there and supported one another and had food available and took turns. Think about all of that. That's no different than Martin Luther King and marching. It's just a different visual. It's a 90-day millennial visual. Don't be so quick to shoot me down. I'm not asking anybody to do this. I'm saying we have to do something different. And being angry on Twitter or Periscope or social media, not working. We have to take better action. And if you can't take better action, set up a GoFundMe so this poor kid can have a college fund. And so the people that's going to wind up taking care of her, that little girl, will be set for life. Take your anger and put it somewhere appropriate. By the way, with everyone that's mad at me on Periscope, in Minnesota, stop buying stuff in Minnesota. You want to take action? My plan doesn't work, good. You don't spend money. But you got to do something. You got to do something more than rioting. And I'm sticking to that. I never thought I would be the one to say this. Oh my God.
Look, I'm all for a good riot, but it's not working.
You're like, no one's mad at you. They're not mad. They're mad generally. I get it.
Yeah.
They're mad generally. I get it. I hear you all. You're just mad. Do something other than looting. That's all I'm saying. And by the way, let's not use their words for us. Thank you, sweetie. No one's mad at you, Tracy. We are tired and fed up. Right. I get it. No one's mad at me. I was like, why is everybody yelling at me? You're not mad at me. You're frustrated and you're upset. When you get a moment to think about what I'm saying about not spending your dollars, and by the way, you want to be in protest? Like, let's look at something. You want to be really in protest across the country? Pick 2 stores you would never shop in. Just 2. 2 big main ones. Make Walmart one of them. Pick 2 stores you would never, ever shop in. As a whole totality across the 50 states. Trust and believe those stores will be speaking on your behalf politically. Shut the city down and don't buy anything, right? You're right, we don't live in Minneapolis, but get a clue. You think this didn't happen in LA? I'm in LA. Don't do that. It's happened in LA. Recently. What, not even like 18 months ago. Mexico. And by the way, I go to meetings. I go to meetings where they talk about how they're going to protest. It's a big organization that just goes from state to state doing this, by the way. Most of the people there aren't even from Minnesota. Yeah, let me give you a little bit of secret. Most of the people there are not from Minnesota. I know things. Honestly, I want to see them make those posters, blah, blah, blah. You know how to hurt their community? Thank you, Web Girl. Keep them from getting your money. Let's do that. Can you? Can you do that? I challenge you. Since you feel so helpless, your dollar is your power. Can you? Can you stop spending? Maybe put it into a GoFundMe account for his daughter? I mean, the COVID has taught you already not to spend. You're already in practice of it. Why don't you just keep it up? All right. Let's take a look, Callie. No Walmart. Only buy from Black owned. Right side up, Rebel. Callie, listen, I encourage you to get these cards. Because this shit, these cards, you can't make, like how many times you can't make this up? Rebel. Can you see it? I don't know where the camera is in this place. Oh, there it is.
There we go. Which attribute is it?
Up it's right side up, so it's light attributes. So look at exactly
Okay.
what it says.
Well, it's backwards to me. I can't read backwards.
Oh, well, let me read it. Rebel, light attributes, challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve the inner need. Which reminds me, where's all your pastors in Minnesota? Where are they? Are they speaking up? Maybe I don't know because I'm not in Minnesota. Are they speaking up? Oh, the name of the deck? Is that, you're asking me? Carol and Miss Archetype. Carol and Miss Archetype cards. Carol and Miss Archetype cards. Rebel. Rebel. Rebel without a cause. Isn't that a movie? Rebel. Anarchist. Revolutionary. Political protesters. Non-conformists. Whether politically inclined or an artistic innovator, the rebel is a key component of all human growth and development. Helps you to see past tired preconceptions in your professional creative work or to reject spiritual systems that don't serve your inner needs. Look for a lifelong pattern of rebelling against the establishment. But even if the rebel isn't part of your intimate circle, you probably have it to some extent, and you should pay attention to it. Being a rebel is fine. I'm a big fan of change. I'm just saying the way we've always done it hasn't worked. So, you got economic power? Let's try that. No, wet girl, not one day. No. You know how Martin Luther King got things to change? When they walked to work. They didn't do that for one day. They just walked to work. No, we just have to do it. And we have to do it for as long as they, one, decide not to arrest these guys, and then we have to do it until these guys wind up in jail. By the way, they're not worried about the Asians. They're not worried about the Asians. They're only worried about Dan. They're worried about the one white guy. The Asians are lucky that they're standing next to the one white guy. Right? Oh, Lord. Economic power. Pull your money back. Keep it in your pockets. Teach your children. We don't give anymore. And at the very least, try the one supermarket. Try Walmart. Right? Try Walmart. Make sure Walmart is empty. I'm sorry to say it, but I don't care. All right. That's it, guys. That's it. Oh, thank you, Kamisis Apocryphy.
So thank you.
From now on, guys, Kamisis Apocryphy is going to be doing her readings on Instagram. Follow her. So when she does another one, you're there. All right, love. I don't know how to end this. All right, let me, oh, I keep forgetting. Stop spending your money on protest. All right. Bye, lovies. Bye, guys. Thank you for trusting me. We're trying. We're all trying. Bye, guys. Oh, that's a great way to end this video. Yes. Text Floyd 55156. Love those numbers. All right. Bye, YouTube. Let's pray. Let's put prayer in this, guys. Let's put God in this. Let's pray for the right outcome.